Hello, everyone, and welcome. We have today wonderful guests, Liz Adams, who's a writer of erotic fairy tales. Thank you for joining us, Liz. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure and an honor.
Great. So tell me, what got you started with writing erotica?
My first official dive into writing erotica specifically was in college. I'd had a number of outrageous sexual encounters, and one in particular was the discovery that I have squirting orgasms. So I actually experience female ejaculation, as it's sometimes called. But it wasn't so much that discovery that made the memories of exploring my squirting orgasm so hot. It was the way that I discovered that my body could have that experience and the people involved and where we were. So those exciting memories have kept me turned on ever since then. But I discovered that there was a series of anthologies called Campus Sexploits by this wonderful publisher, Naughty Nights Press. And so I decided to go ahead and submit a story. And you'll have to excuse the cheesiness, but it's called Squirting Secrets. And I guess, apparently there were over 170 submissions, and mine was one of 4 that got accepted. So at the same time, I have to say I wasn't too surprised. I'm very proud of my writing, and I was then as well. And the memory of my sexual discovery was so juicy, and still is so juicy, that I knew that it would be just the thing for other women's turn on and enjoyment in other women's bedrooms as well. And I got some really great response from people who read my short story, and so much that I decided to keep on going and continue with erotica, and eventually put out my erotic version of Alice in Wonderland.
Great, that's right. Yeah, Beth and I had a lot of fun putting your book together and like designing the cover and getting it out there. Now, when was the first time you were exposed to erotica?
Oh gosh, I think I was probably about 14, and my girlfriend and I found a dirty magazine, and of course we giggled and laughed at all the naked pictures, though I think secretly we both, I know that I actually envied the sexy women and just that idea of being in the spotlight, which may have influenced my decision to go into freelance modeling later on. But anyhow, my girlfriend and I looked at the sexy pictures and also read the letters to one another, that readers' sexual escapades that readers had shared and written into the magazine with, and took turns reading them out loud to each other, and we pretended to laugh at those too, but what I remember is actually feeling turned on, and I would imagine I wasn't the only one who got hot under the collar, or shall I say bra. But that day inspired me to try my own hand at writing down a fantasy of my own. I actually, kind of as a joke, or at least I think I told myself that it was a joke back then, sent it to the magazine, and they did publish it. So that was maybe the real start of my erotica writing career.